Welcome everybody back to another Chikar review video. This video is going to mark my first Ring of Honor video review, or show review. The show is going to be Epic Encounter 3, which took place on March 20th, 2010 in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Let's get right into it. The show started with an announcement that Roderick Strong and Mark Briscoe weren't going to be able to be there due to immigration issues or something like that. I'm not sure. So that actually affected the show a little bit, which I'm going to guess is why they had an 8-man tag team match. Obviously that wasn't going to be the original plan, but that's what happened, and the crowd didn't really like the fact that these two were missing from the show, but it seemed like they got over it quickly. Anyway, after that announcement, Tyler Black came out, and he had a pretty lukewarm reception. I wouldn't say it was really like a rousing, positive, here's the champion of this company reception, but it wasn't bad either. So anyway, Tyler Black came out and cut a promo stating that he'd fight Austin Aries and Kenny King right there, right now, to which Austin Aries came out and he also cut a nice little promo. He kind of teased that he was going to fight Tyler Black right there. But of course he started to walk to the back. When he did that, Kenny King attacked Tyler Black from behind, which led to a huge brawl involving all the people that would participate in the 8-man tag team match later in the show. This is okay. It seemed like Austin Aries, Kenny King, and Rhett Titus were getting the upper hand on Tyler Black, Jay Briscoe, and Tyson. I really don't know how to say his last name, Dukes, or I'm guessing that's how you say it, but it looked like they were getting the upper hand until Rasche Brown came out and made the save, and they all ran to the back, of course, and this is a nice little way to open the show. It's pretty decent. I liked it. After that segment, we got the first match, which was the Flatliners, who I'm going to guess, judging by their reception, are local talent, versus the House of Truth with Truth Martini. This match was, I'm so used to these fast, quick-paced openers that, this was definitely at a different pace, kind of slow in the beginning, I guess you could say. But it did pick up a little bit near the end. Having said that, I didn't really like this too much. It was okay. I mean, it was okay for an opener. Nowhere near good at all, but it was just an opener. So, I mean, the guys pretty much did what they needed to do, and it was okay. Following the opener was Kevin Steen versus Player Dose. Player Dose was accompanied by Player Uno to the ring. This did factor into the match, as when the match started, Kevin Steen hopped to the outside, started attacking the injured Player Uno, which led to Player Dose diving to the outside onto Kevin Steen. This was a nice way to open the match. It really set the tone. Throughout the remainder of this match, there were some awesome parts. Highly enjoyable match. I really liked it. Thought it was pretty good. Kevin Steen is so hilarious, man. He is so good right now. It's unbelievable. Anyway, later on in the match, Player Dose kicked out of something that I didn't think he would kick out of, but it looked like he paid for it in the end after everything was said and done. So, but overall, this was really enjoyable. And the next match was the ROH World Television Champion Eddie Edwards versus Petey Williams. This match was eventually made for the title. This match, obviously, Eddie Edwards, one part of the American Wolves, versus Petey Williams, who's from Canada. Easy story right there. That really played into this match, with the crowd getting behind Petey, and, a select portion of the crowd getting behind Eddie Edwards. I guess people from America who made the trip there. But this match was okay. Nothing to get overly excited about, but it was decent. I don't know if I would say it was good, but it was decent. I enjoyed certain parts of it. The beginning was kind of really slow and the crowd wasn't that into it, but later on in the match did pick up, and that helped it out a lot, so it was just decent. Next up was the 8-man tag team match. This pitted Tyler Black, Jay Briscoe, Rasche Brown, and Tyson Dukes versus Austin Aries, Kenny King, Rhett, Titus, and the mystery partner of Adam Pearce. This match was fun. They had some cool little moments in there between all the 8 guys. They just went out there and they worked a good 8-man tag team match. I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't spectacular. It didn't blow me away, but, you know, not every match can do that, especially within the boundaries of an 8-man tag team match, but this was good. And moving on to the next match, which was Steve Corino versus Colt Cabana. This is the first time I've seen Steve Corino back in ROH. I haven't really been watching the TV tapings, and this is the first DVD I saw him on. Anyway, the crowd was pretty split on this early on. I was kind of surprised, you know. Some people were chanting for Steve Corino, some people were chanting for Colt Cabana, but I was really not too impressed with this match. Honestly, I thought it was boring. Extremely, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Anyway, near the end, without giving too much away, El Generico, Kevin Steen got involved, and it looked like it was going to be Kevin Steen and Steve Corino versus, you know, ganging up on Colt Cabana, but then El Generico made the save, and, you know, I like this storyline between these 4, but didn't really like this match. And now on to the second to last match, which was El Generico versus Chris Hero in a Pick 6 series match. Before we get to the match, in a little side note, I want to talk about Shane Hagedorn. I know he manages the American Wolves and Chris Hero, and if he manages Chris Hero, I'm guessing that he's going to manage the Kings of Wrestling too. If anybody knows why he manages, you know, 2 different teams, I'm a little bit unclear on that. You know, why is he with so many people? If you know, please tell me in the comment section. I'm not sure why, you know. But anyway, back to the match. El Generico, this guy is just, I mean, he's not underrated. I mean, people appreciate his matches and what he does, but you know, this guy is so great. I mean, seriously, he's great matches with everybody, and this match was no different. The earlier portions of this match was mainly Chris Hero working over El Generico, you know, and here and there El Generico would fight back, but mostly Chris Hero would, you know, take control. But near the end of this match is where it really started to pick up and truly made it great. I swear, I thought that Chris Hero took El Generico's head off and just knocked him out with a kick. That was near the end of the match, but I really enjoyed this, and it was just great. But after the match, Kevin Steen confronted El Generico, and he basically cut a promo saying that, or just giving more information about why he turned on El Generico, and he stated that they were like brothers, and, you know, he realized that El Generico was like a parasite, and that's why he had to cut him off. But this was really good, and it just shows how good Kevin Steen is on the mic. This was extremely enjoyable. You know, Kevin Steen was telling El Generico to hit him, and El Generico wouldn't do it. Colt Cabana was there too, because he came out to aid El Generico, and Colt Cabana even gave El Generico a chair to hit Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen was basically begging El Generico to hit him, but he wouldn't do it. And then Steve Corino came out, and they just started to fight. Eventually, El Generico and Colt Cabana cleared the ring of Kevin Steen and Steve Corino. But this was really good, and it just further advances their storyline. And finally, we get to the main event, which was Davey Richards versus Kenny Omega. Damn, there's not much I can really say to put into words how awesome this match was. It, without a doubt, lived up to the Epic Encounter name. Just an awesome, awesome match. Back and forth, non-stop. So many holy shit moments. Just amazing. Without a doubt, you need to see this match. And my concluding thoughts on the show is that, you know, most of the matches on here on the undercard, besides El Generico versus Chris Hero and Davey Richards versus Kenny Omega, were fairly average to good. you know, the last two matches really put this show over. I would recommend this show on the basis that if you want to see Davey Richards versus Kenny Omega, which is an amazing match, definitely put the money down to buy this. But you know, there were some storyline elements, you know, and story advancement between Kevin Steen, El Generico, Steve Corino, and Colt Cabana. But overall, I'd probably give this show around a 7.5. You know, definitely worth the money. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.